Okay, it's been a while. I'm sure you're all kind of going, hey, I haven't seen a video of Maureen in a little while. What are you doing today, Maureen? Well, let's let the ladies out and I'll explain kind of where I've been and what's been going on. Let's get these ladies out. Hello! All right, everybody out. Come on. Oh, the brick's in the way. Let's get out. Everybody out. Okay, so there are four Orpingtons, so 2 are missing. Let's go find them. I know Gwendolyn is in here. Okay, and that's probably Sadie. Sadie likes to sit down, but Gwendolyn is broody yet again. Come on, Miss Gwendolyn. You can come on out. Oh, there we go. Are you broody again, Miss Broody Pants? Yeah, you broody. You can see her eyes there. Last year, all her broodiness, I think the ladies probably got tired of her making her broody sound. But sadly, they were picking on her and they pulled off her eyelids twice. So I'm so grateful that chickens regrow, but you know, they're not quite as normal as what they should be. They're a little bit more closed, but I think she was at 5 weeks and she started getting broody before she even started laying eggs. And so she tends to be, you know, 1 week of no broodiness to the rest of the time she's broody. So there she is, all puffed up in her broodiness. Yeah, you need to come out and stay out, Missy. She'll probably go in to the house because I've left it open because Sadie's in there laying her egg. So she won't be, oh good, you're eating the Swiss chard. Hey, don't be fighting. Don't be mean. No, she didn't want her sharing the Swiss chard with her. So now she's over at the beets. She's really angry broody today. Oh, I'm sorry, Gwendolyn. Yeah, you eat those beet leaves. Those are nummy. She's just going to be broody. I know, you're just not happy about being out, but it's so good for you to stretch your legs and get some greens in. Now, where was I? Where have I been? Have been here, just not filming. And you know, my channel is about trying to encourage people to grow their own food. Going from a jazz and blues singer who wanted nothing to do with gardening, had, you know, the fancy acrylic nails and wore gowns and things like that, to now becoming an urban homesteader, really trying to emphasize on growing good, nutritious, clean food. That is my goal for this channel, but reality sets in. And even right now, I don't know where my microphones are in my house. I usually keep them in a bag, but I can't seem to find that bag. I'm not sure where it is and where I left it, but I will find it. So the thing with not having a microphone makes it difficult for me to move around, but the goal here today is to check on all the different plants that are growing and also to start making space because I would like to plant. It's the end of March and I have not planted a single thing, which is very unlike me. Usually I'm chomping at the bit in January, but it's just been a real tough transition with moving my mom into my home and becoming a full-time caregiver. I'm gonna work on my lime here. He has not been happy, and I do seem to see that it has some sort of spider. I don't think it's spider mites, but there is webs, and so I have been spraying it down. I might put it outside just to see if it is to do with that, and maybe the cooler temperature will actually disturb whatever is trying to grow in there. Problem is that if it is some sort of spider mite, it's gonna be on everything in here, you know, and each year it seems like, oh, we have another challenge. Usually it's the soil gnats, and I seem to have that under control. There is a little bit of life growing, but not too bad. Quick peek. This lemon tree is looking gorgeous. That's one from seed. These are all the pepper plants. Look at this one. It decided to go up to the roof. And I do see flowers coming, and I do see peppers starting to grow. So they did very well, most of the peppers. You know, a few have kind of went into the dormancy stage, and of course, some have died. So this did have a pepper in it, but this was growing, and I thought, oh, I don't know what it is. I think I'll just leave it. So today I thought, well, let's just see what it is. It's anise. So it's got that nice licorice smell, and since it's growing, I think we will just let you live. And it looks like there could be some more coming in here, so we'll let you live. I love it when plants just replant themselves for you for the next year. Yay. Thank you, Hyssop. My goal is to try out the trend of making soil snails. So that's what I need to do, but I don't have any place to start planting. So I want to move out the dead plants and take these from here and put them where the dead plants were so that I can plant. But again, I think I digressed. So being a full-time caregiver, it is an honor for me. And it is difficult, and anybody who is a full-time caregiver does know how difficult it is. But once I moved my mom here, I guess the best way for me to describe it is that there was a lot of stress on her emotional health. Being that she had terrible mobility issues for the last 5 years and even beyond that, but just where it just got worse and worse and worse, and then having to go into the hospital and being over medicated and all these things, and then moving an 85-year-old woman to my home, all of those things have really shocked her emotions. So for my mom to cope, we need to have things very systematic and very routine. She has gained a lot of independence, which is great. And so she does her own walking, but the mobility is still behind. And basically things that I have read is that, the body is healed. She's got 2 fabulous new hips, but the brain hasn't caught up yet. And so I find it very taxing on myself. So what I find is that the stress that goes on in my mom, it's very hard for me to not also take that on. And so I feel very spent at the end of my days. So even though I want my channel to be about growing your own food, this is my reality. It is difficult to think about planting, filming, to share encouragement to all of you, and taking care of my mom as well as taking care of myself. And in amongst all of this, my father passed away in January. And so this Easter, we are doing his celebration of life in my hometown. So I'm all part of the planning of that. So it's like I got to the place where I'm so stretched, and it's just very difficult to balance everything and just even have a bit of sanity and peace of mind. It's very difficult. But that's also what I need to show you, that in the space of chaos going on in our lives, or changes that need to be adapted to, we still have to try to figure out how to find that balance and still try to find time to grow food because we need the food to eat to sustain ourselves. So I do want to get onto those soil snails, but I'm limited for time. So I just thought, at least if I took you along and we worked at trying to clean up this area and get it prepared so that I can do the soil snails for the next video, then I would at least be able to jump in when I've got the time to come out and do that. Let's move some things around and let's see if we can get some work done. So that wasn't so bad. Didn't take too much time. It was only the 4 dead plants. I think there was one that had happened earlier. This is Juniper. Hello, Juniper. She doesn't mind pets and hugs. She actually does pretty good. So now I do have a space right there, so I can start planting. And my son brought in some soil for me, so I do have that. So I think I'm gonna go and maybe look at some seeds, and then maybe we'll start that planting. I hope you're having a great day wherever you are, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. And we'll be building ourselves some soil snails. Take care. God bless. So say bye-bye, Juniper. Bye-bye.